my first apartment, right? So it's always gonna be this love for the apartment. It's always gonna be this love for this place, right? It's like my baby. It's like my first car, you know. So, nah. Ooh. And it's funny because we had like so the last, okay, my time doesn't make sense already, but I had to try it out. So when I came in, it was like I chose a place. So I guess I should have started right from the beginning, right? So, and at the beginning, I'm getting kicked out of my house. I have till this date. My father is being helpful because technically my father didn't show me how. My stepmom did, and she put pressure on him, and she's like, "Yo, it's him or me." And my father chose his girlfriend, which is okay, I guess. I mean, I was mad at him, but it's been 10 years, so look where I am right now. And it's a bit thanks to that, right? So we made a bad situation a good situation, and blah 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 blah. And so we visit places, and I have a budget because my father's like, yo, my father knows him. My father is actually pretty good when it comes to money. He's pretty good. He's pretty good at. He's a landlord. Pretty good at making budget. He's pretty good at. That's his thing, right? My father, like I told you guys, he didn't have a lot of education because back then it wasn't the same, right? And he had to take care of his family young, which stopped him from having the grades or a good education at all. But so long story short, he's gonna have a lot of issues at like on a school level, but math is actually pretty fucking good. So, oh shit, he did damage turrets a lot. So he comes to me and it's like, okay, well, guess what? I am throwing you out, but I'm gonna pay for the four first months of your rent. Plus, I'm gonna make sure that you get in a good apartment. So the first couple of places we checked, because I have a budget, which is, I don't remember the exact amount. It was like 700. I think it was like 550 a month. And the first places we checked. Oh my bros. This is not a good place, right? This is not a good place. The landlord, and I'm not judging anybody. Like, this is not about me being judgy or anything. But the landlord come welcoming us, and it sucks. Like, my dude, you're conducting a business meeting, right? Don't you have some shoes, my guy? But no, I didn't say nothing because I'm like, okay, well, and it's a room, and the room is cheap as fuck, bro. It's $180 per month, and I'm like, my father is pushing it because he's like, yo, it's the first apartment, but still pretty good. Don't say no yet. Don't say no yet. So I have to fight my father a bit. I have to fight him, and I have to be like, yo, there's other opportunity, Dad. You cannot just say yes to the first one. So he's like, okay, whatever. So he kind of gave up, and we checked out some other apartment. The other places, they were too small. I had a dorm room, which wasn't what I was looking for at all. And then a week before, we have this apartment, right? This apartment is a lot better than what I had before. It's small, but the price is okay, and I'm close to everything. I'm close to him, which was important for him and for me, because my father and I, we have a good relationship. Right, so it's important. So the very first couple of months I'm here, I just came in, right, about 4 months in, and I'm starting to itch, and it's almost every single night I'm itching. So I showed my father like the marks and said, fuck, I got bed bugs. So I told the landlord of this place, and for like 4 or 5 years they didn't give a shit if we had bed bug or not. They would make a guy come, but the guy they would call was cheap labor. He was not the best. So what he would do, he would put a product and it'd be good for a couple of months, and then the whole issue would come back again. So long story short, we had a bed bug, and we had a situation. I got lucky because what I used to do, since I'm working day shift, what I used to do is, and they put my apartment so warm. What I would do is, I would stay at the like a supermarket, right? Not a supermarket, but like a, I don't know how you call it, but it's like a building with a lot of store inside. And what I would do, I would leave the door open in the winter. So I would leave the door cold for like 12 to 14 hours a day, and that killed them, right? So I was like, okay, cool. So I wasn't. It wasn't that bad. In the summer it was bad, but in winter it wasn't. And Canada is 6 months of summer, 6 months of winter. So we're going back, and they changed it. They finally changed. They decided to put more efforts in the building itself. So this is a great news because now we have a landlord that cares, and every single month he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna change this, I'm gonna change this, I'm gonna change this, and we're like, fuck yeah, you tell him, bro, you're a fucking legend, my guy, you're a fucking legend, bruh. And yeah, so basically what happened is he continues, and last month we have a section. We have a new landlord. He said, yo, yeah, you better be careful because you and your new landlord is not clicking. Cause me and my landlord, I don't think it's myself nor the landlord. If we just don't connect, right? And he's like, yo, you have to be careful because your apartment is the snack bar. And my father's pro French, super pro French from me. So for me, hearing him say snack bar was kind of funny. Anyway, this is gonna be the end of the stream. I hope you had a good time. I had an amazing time. For such a short stream, it was kind of like fun. I have enough for a battle pass or nah? I'm missing a level. Peace, you guys. 2, 2, 2.